66 million years ago, one asteroid changed everything. In our timeline, it helped wipe out the non-avian dinosaurs and open the world to a very different future. One where mammals spread into emptied niches, grew larger, diversified, and eventually produced us. Birds, of course, are still living dinosaurs today, so here is the real question. If the asteroid never hits, do humans ever get a chance? Because that is the trap in this scenario. Most people imagine the same Earth we know, just with a few giant reptiles stomping around in the background. That is the weak version. The stronger version is this. If the impact never happens, the dinosaurs do not just survive, they keep evolving for another 66 million years. And if that happens, then the story is not really how do humans live with dinosaurs? It is, do humans ever get the evolutionary room to matter at all? In this timeline, the Chicxulub impact either never happens or misses Earth. The mass extinction at the end of the Cretaceous never unfolds the same way. That means the non-avian dinosaurs stay in control of the biggest land animal niches. Mammals still exist, and some mammal groups were already diversifying before the extinction. So this is not a fairy tale where mammals were doing nothing until the dinosaurs vanished. But the ecological reset still mattered enormously because it removed the dominant megafauna and changed the world those mammals were trying to live in. And the Earth itself would not stay the same either. Recent research suggests that large dinosaurs may have helped keep landscapes more open, with different river behavior and vegetation structure. After their extinction, denser forests could take hold in many places. So, if the asteroid never hits, the difference is not just animals, it is ecosystems, forests, rivers, migration routes, and food webs. So the most realistic answer is brutal. Humans like us probably become much less likely. But for the sake of the more interesting story, let us assume an intelligent human-like lineage still somehow emerges. Now the question becomes, what does every age of civilization look like on a planet that never stopped belonging to dinosaurs? The first humans in this world would begin weaker, not in intelligence, but in ecological position. They rise under the shadow of giant reptilian lineages that never surrendered the top of the food web. That changes the Stone Age completely. In our world, early humans eventually become bold hunters of large mammals. In this one, the first chapter is not about learning to hunt. It is about learning not to be hunted. Fire matters more. Night watch matters more. Shelter matters more. Distance matters more. Human groups become intensely cooperative not just because cooperation is useful, but because the world outside the firelight is worse than in our timeline. Humans are not apex predators, they are planners, trap builders, ambush thinkers, fence makers, warning call makers. Eventually, though, the human advantage returns, not through strength, not through speed, not through teeth, through language, through memory, through cooperation, through weapons that can strike from farther away than claws ever could. That means humans probably do become hunters again. But later, harder, and with much more fear baked into their cultures from the very beginning. Once humans begin building real societies, every age of history changes. Agriculture emerges more defensively. Fields have to be protected not just from raiders and weather, but from large, non-human threats. Settlements cluster in safer terrain. Natural choke points become precious. Walls appear earlier. Watchtowers matter more. The first villages are not just places to store grain. They are protected islands against the wild. That changes the Bronze Age, the Iron Age, Antiquity, the Middle Ages. Roads might be raised, bridges guarded more heavily. Travel after dark remains dangerous for much longer. Frontier zones feel less like open land and more like contested territory between civilization and megafauna. Empires do not just conquer people, they clear corridors, fortify farmland, build defensive lines not only against rival states, but against the living world beyond them. Religion changes too. Dinosaur descendants are not fossils in museums. They are part of lived experience. They appear in myths, kingship symbols, military banners, hunting rites, coming-of-age rituals, and ideas about chaos itself. Human culture treats them the way many real civilizations treated wolves, lions, crocodiles, storms, or the sea, as permanent forces that must be feared, studied, fenced, outsmarted, and sometimes worshipped. And the long arc of history becomes something new. In our world, humans rise by gradually making nature safer. In this one, they rise by learning how to build civilization inside a world that stays dangerous. But this world is not just cooler, it is harsher. The first price is time. Human development is slower because too much energy goes into defense, risk avoidance, and making land safe enough to hold. The second price is space. Large dangerous fauna mean more land is effectively expensive to use. Agriculture, migration, trade, and expansion all cost more. A fertile valley is not just valuable because of soil. It is valuable because it can be defended. The third price is psychology. A humanity that grows up under the constant reality of giant non-human competitors may become more collective, more fortified, and less casually dominant. That does not mean weaker civilization. It means a civilization that never fully forgets it had to fight nature for every meter. And yet there is another twist. Dinosaurs would not remain Jurassic Park dinosaurs. They would evolve too, some smaller, some faster, some more specialized, some perhaps more bird-like, more social, or more ecologically subtle than the giant icons we imagine. This 2026 is not a frozen Cretaceous. It is a modern Earth with 66 million years of alternate dinosaur evolution behind it. So where are we by 2026? If humanity still reaches modernity, it is still technological, urban, and globally connected. But life looks different. Cities are denser, more protected, and more deliberately bounded. Agriculture is concentrated in secured zones. Transport corridors are more fortified. Wild regions are more tightly managed. State agencies monitor large fauna movement the way our world tracks storms, wildfires, or predators. Military doctrine includes large fauna control as a normal part of national security. High-speed rail lines run through hardened corridors. Farming belts are ringed by barriers, trenches, sensors, or electrified perimeters. Some dinosaur descendants are hunted relentlessly. Some are fenced out, some are pushed into reserves. Some smaller lineages may even be semi-managed or domesticated, but the biggest difference is cultural. In our world, humans inherited Earth. In this one, they never quite did. They became powerful anyway, through planning, engineering, and collective violence. But they did so on a planet where the throne was never left empty, and that changes the meaning of civilization itself. So what do you think? Without the asteroid, do humans ever become dominant at all, or do they spend all of history fighting to matter on a planet that never stopped belonging to dinosaurs? Drop your thoughts in the comments.